Danielle Shaquan McGee. I graduated with my bachelor's of business administration in 2021. Going back to school with 5 kids was a big commitment I had to be willing to make. I do think the older ones really understood what I was trying to do, and I'm very open with my kids. So we did have a conversation before I decided that I was going to take this big step and how much I needed their support. When I came to Martin, it was like working around my job schedule, the drop-in center that helped with the kids, the faculty pushed you and encouraged you. The reason I chose Martin was because of the drop-in center, the smaller class sizes, the support of the staff, being in an environment with people who are going through the same things I was going through, and just us help pushing each other. For too long, Martin University has been Indiana's best kept secret, and I'm on a mission to change that.
Hello, happy Friday. Welcome to Let's Talk Live with Martin U, the live podcast bringing much needed community conversations to the table. Let's Talk with Martin U is an exciting, reverent, and educational podcast that digs deep into current topics, community involvement, and stories of our alumni success that only Martin University can deliver. I'm Auntie King, and joining me today is the elected official, Pike Township Trustee, and educator, historian, researcher, writer, and community advocate, Annette M. Johnson. And we are going to be discussing all things around education and services, more specifically Pike Township. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me today. Good morning. Good morning. Well, afternoon now.
Right, just barely the afternoon. So thanks for joining me today. I want to get started and just have a little introduction and just tell me a little bit about your background, if you can.
Well, again, thank you for this opportunity. I love Martin University. I mean, it's one of my passions as far as being able to give back to community and be one of their adjunct professors there at Martin University. And as you shared, I am an elected official. I serve currently as a trustee in Pike Township. I was elected for a 4-year term in 2018, and I was reelected in the primary election of this year for another 4 years, which will take place January of 2023. So I'm very excited about that.
Well, congratulations is due for you because you did just say that you were elected again this past May, so that's pretty huge. With you being a Martin alum, I know that you're affiliated with us still and you're very involved. Can you tell us about your experience with the programs that you were involved in here at Martin University?
Well, again, Martin University, I feel like was a lifesaver for me. I started college as I was a graduate in high school, and then I went for a couple years and I didn't really get the full meaning of education and the college atmosphere, and so I took a couple years off. But Martin University allowed me to come back as an adult. I was a little more focused, I was a little more prepared, and Martin University opened up the doors for me there. I was so excited to be accepted as a student at Martin University. From there, I attained my bachelor's degree in education, early education as well. Was so excited to move on from there to work with the IPS school close to 14 years before I was out in the political arena and kind of went another pathway. But education, it was always my number one passion. And now with Martin University, I'm able to come back and be an adjunct professor. And that was one of the, I would say, things that was instilled in us at Martin University as students. We were focused on community involvement, giving back to your community. You know, after you reach a certain point in your life where you have arrived and made it, the key components that I took from Martin University was to go back out into the community and give back. And so I already had this plan set up for me to go back and become an adjunct professor and be on the teaching staff of Martin University. So that pathway was pretty much set up for me through Martin University. The educators there really took a lot of pride in their teaching components. They took a lot of pride in making sure that each and every one of the students were successful with what their career vocational attainment that they had put forth. And so it just was fitting for me to come back to Martin University and give back and make it to teach some classes that were taught to me as well. And then Martin University opened the door because again I got my undergrad degree there at Martin, and then I went on to Ball State University where I was able to obtain 3 master degrees in education. And so it all circled, and it came back around, and so that's why I believe highly in Martin University 110%, and I love giving back to that atmosphere.
You mentioned loving giving back to Martin University. I'm not sure if you mentioned this. I don't think that you did, but you're an adjunct faculty member here at the university. And that's how passionate you are with Martin and wanting to give back and pay it forward to other students like yourself, and how you were in the same position at one point. What program or what are you teaching as an adjunct faculty member here at Martin?
For asking that. And again, I want to just keep that focus on that Martin University gave me the second chance because again, that the atmosphere of the campus is for adult learners, adults that want to come back, finish up their degrees, or even start a degree so that they can have again educational attainment. And so Martin allowed that. But I am so proud that I'm able to teach 2 courses currently. I teach professional development as well as service leadership course. And again, those 2 courses, the service leadership class is all about community service, how you can get involved in your neighborhoods, your communities, and where is a piece that you're able to work on and say, you know what, I got to do better. I got to fix my communities and before we start complaining. And then the professional development course is really to get them prepared after they graduate from Martin University, be comfortable in the setting with individuals on a professional level, as well as resume writing, how to speak, how to carry yourself. I go with this 3 minute elevator, speech because going to be at, and it's all about introducing themselves, but at the same time being comfortable with talking and speaking.
Yes, it is all about giving back. I love the fact that you are so persistent on that. And because you're giving back, it's not just Martin University. You want to give back to the communities that you're surrounded with as well, which is why I'm sure you wanted to become a trustee. Are you able to give any advice to adult learners that want to do the same thing that you're doing or have a passion for something similar?
That's such a good question because even in my courses, the classes that I teach, I'm always bringing some type of nuggets to the class. I think me being in a position they can see the hands-on experience, and then I'm able to share, the various aspects of being a trustee. A trustee is an individual that works with providing financial assistance, poor relief, and so forth to residents where I live and reside in. So I think just being, in front of the adult learners, I mean, my classes are just really geared for individuals to get them to, putting on their thinking caps. They live in their communities, and a lot of times, we want a lot of things to happen. I kind of go over, what does a community look like for you? If you're going to raise your family, what would you love to see in your community? And of course, various, answers come upon parks, grocery stores, libraries, community centers, and so that's where the volunteering comes in, and that's what I'm able to share in the classroom setting with them as well.
Nice. So, with you becoming elected once again as a trustee for Pike Township, what are your goals this year, this upcoming year? What do you have in store for Pike Township? What can we look forward to?
Okay, so again, I'm on my fourth year of a 4-year term, and so the first 2 years was really branding myself in the community, being more involved and engaged in businesses, minority businesses. My goals were to make the Pike Township Fire Department, because I do oversee a fire department, which is huge, more diverse. I want the fire department to look, like the community where we are serving. And so that's been one of my
Yep.
biggest components there. I will continue that in 2023 as I take over for another 4 years. I just rolled out a community education public vehicle, and that particular vehicle is again bringing education to the forefront. I want our students in Pike Township and partnerships with the Pike Township School District to teach fire safety, fire prevention. And so I was able to get a grant and refurbish one of our apparatuses and turn it into a on the spot vehicle that goes to various preschools, school districts in Pike Township and schools and teach fire safety. So that's going to carry on to 2023. I'm also going to be working again on hiring diversity in the partnerships with businesses, area businesses in Pike Township, to see how they can come on board and also give back to the community, come up with grant opportunities that I can participate in, and to bring more services in the area of the township. School uniforms. I really want to be a bigger component there with making sure that our students are ready at the beginning of the school year with school supplies, book bags, school uniforms, all the tools that they need to be successful as they go through their school year.
Important as far as in any aspect, in any organization, in any corporation. Can you hear me? Can you hear me all
Yes, I
right?
can hear you. Yeah,
Okay.
I just didn't have the
I want to
last
say,
question.
yeah, you said diversity is very important to you. And I think diversity and
Mhm.
inclusion is important across all the boards in the community, which leads me to my next question with Faye Card at Crooked Creek. Can you give me a little rundown about that? Because that is in the Pike Township District and its impact on the community, not just students, but everyone from parents to senior citizens to the youth. I've been able to work there in my earlier days after college. And I learned a lot of resources that they have there, but I don't think a lot of people may know. So, can you tell us what they share there and how it's so impactful to the community?
Well, again, a great question, and I'm very close to the Faber Card Crooked Creek Neighborhood Center here in Pike Township, as I serve on the board as well. And so um, we have a great relationship, a great partnership with Faber Card. We work with preschool, um, daycare for before and after school daycare. Um, Faber Card is able to work with Pike Township and Washington Township as well. We do adult GED classes there. We work with senior citizens. And again, the community center is a shelter for the entire residents that surround Pike and Washington Township. And so we provide so many various services, like I said, anywhere from child care, preschool, before and after care, um, senior citizens, the food pantry, food giveaways, school uniforms. Again, we all work in this together to make both townships thrive. And it's all about community. And that's one thing about Faber Card is very community focused. And again, it's such a great hub for other areas and businesses here in Pike Township. So yeah, we work closely together. Serving on the board, I'm able to even bring, again, I get to work in two different key components, being the trustee and then also serving on the board and making sure I can bring all the resources that I have. We kind of utilize them together on both aspects with Favor Card and the trustee's office.
Are there any public meetings that the community can attend or events with you so involved and so much within the community? Is there anything you'd like to let people know or make them aware of so they can attend to?
Well, the good thing is I have a website. The Pike Township Trustee's Office has a website, and we have a lot of our community events online there. This I would say July and August, just really July, and just this past weekend, we have been out in the community every Saturday in some capacity, partner with Ortho Indy YMCA, Solid Word Baptist Church, along with the trustee's office, Favor Card at Crooked Creek, just to give out book bags, school supplies. So we've been out in the community, again, just working. I think what's important to note is check out our website at the trustee's office. It is called visitpiketownship.com, as well as Favor Card. Crooked Creek has a website as well with a lot of information. Something that I'm working on for future for the residents of Pike Township is to do some community food drives. So hopefully we will get up and running the two in the month of August and two in the month of September. And those particular food drives will be always on a Saturday morning at the trustee's office. So that's what we're working on. Again, providing food items and donations. We know how we have food deserts, throughout our city and areas, and we got to do better with providing food for our families that are in need.
Absolutely agree on the food deserts. I feel like a lot of people don't know that they live in a food desert because it's just so common to go 2 miles away and go to this Walmart. But really, food deserts are supposed to be even like they're not supposed to be there. There was a lot of grocery stores and
Yeah.
whatever could have happened. Gone. I also know that Faber Card does food banks as well. When I was there, I remember on certain days that people would come in and at certain times get food that they needed and clothing, and it's just really resourceful in that area, and I feel like a lot of people should know of it in these type of times especially.
Yeah.
Can you let
Well,
me
that's
know?
that's what.
uh,
Mhm. No, I
you
was
go
going to say
ahead.
that's one of the things that I have my community liaison working on is we're trying to put together a resource sheet that has all the dates and times of food pantry because even the trustee's office has a food pantry, and of course it's for the clients that come in on a daily basis or a weekly basis for financial assistance when we don't want them to leave out with not having any food. So I was able to put together a food pantry on site at the trustee's office as well. But that's one of the things we're working on, just a resource sheet, because as you said, we have churches, we have Crooked Creek Food Pantry, we have Favorite Card, and then the trustee's office. And so there's something going on just about every day of the week. And, depending on, parents, schedules, sometimes they can't maybe come to my food pantry, but they can come to someone else's depending on the time frame and the day of the week.
Right. So with the trustee's office, you mentioned that you guys can provide food. What other resources do you guys provide to people that they may know of? Because they may just think it's school related. Is
Mhm.
it just school educational? Is it for the community? Is it a certain
Um,
age? Let us know what you all do.
it's like you said, it's for the community. Of course, we do winter assistance, we do utilities, we do mortgages, we do rental. We even work with the senior citizens to do prescription drug. We help them with their bills in that particular area. We also work with the utilities, AES, to make sure we pay individuals' utilities bills. So I would say our biggest pieces are emergency assistance. Um, we can help under a certain aspect of as far as emergency shelters. We don't do a lot in the area because we don't have a budget that is expandable for that. But with me having a fire department, there are times when individuals are burnt out of their homes, and so we do make sure that we have relationships with our various hotels here in Pike Township, where they're able to make sure someone is there, for a small amount of time until they can get things going and figure out what the next step would be if they are burnt out. Um, we do burials as well, and with the COVID-19, we saw an increase in that particular area. Again, burials are for individuals that just they didn't have any life insurance or anything like that, and so we don't get a lot of those. But like I said, with COVID-19, the past 2 to 3 years, we did see an increase in that particular area, as well as providing burial assistance for residents in need as well. And I give out food vouchers, gift cards from Kroger's. I have a nice partnership with Kroger's food store here in Pike Township, so we're able to give out food gift cards as well. So just about anything where you need something. I think with anytime it's the school year starting, we are pretty busy because we do the book bags and school supplies, school uniforms. So we're pretty busy in our office making sure that we provide that to the residents in need here in Pike Township.
Do they have to schedule? How can they reach you guys to get any type of assistance in this community?
Where our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4, Monday through Friday. So we're here every day of the week. We do have a website again. Visit piketownship.com. I do have the trustees communities site. It's all listed on the website because sometimes individuals cannot come into the office. I mean, I get that question a lot. Do we have to come in person? No, you don't. We do have our application process, our forms, everything is online on our website. We try our best to be as convenient as we can for individuals that are in need. And so I'm very excited because that was one of the things as the newly elected trustee that I made available was to have the forms online. People can just go there and fill out the application, and my caseworkers will serve you from there. And so again, office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4. And so yeah, we're here in the office. Our phone number is 317-291-5801, and we're located at 56 and Lafayette Road here in Pike Township. We are the big Pike Township Government Center attached to the Small Claims Court here in Pike Township.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Let's Talk Live with Martin Yu. Again, this is Miss Annette, the elected official, Pike Township trustee, educator, historian, researcher, writer, and community advocate. Whew, that is a long thing to say, but it's you earned
I
everything that I just read off and then some. So I'm going to say it every single time. But again, I'm your
thank
guest
you.
host, Auntie King, and I'll see you guys next week, same place, same time. I'll see you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.